Hello and welcome back to Stationeers. My name is Bigfoot and we are playing my Vulcan single player run. You might notice that the audio is a little bit different and there was a few things going on with that. So before I was using the Windows default Windows key G Xbox recording thing, and it worked great for the most part, but the audio was always trash. It just never sounded good. No matter what I did, no matter what settings I messed with, the mic levels were always the same. It was basically just doing a whole bunch of post-processing that I wasn't aware of. And so anyway, I've moved over to Streamlabs, dusted off the old program and updated it and whatnot. And so far it's good. The sound quality is much better. However, it introduced a bunch of interesting side effects in that the Windows program was able to capture video really nicely. I was really happy with the quality of the video. Streamlabs, however, it can do a lot of pixelated things, make the videos look artifacted and whatnot, so I'm not sure exactly how to fix it. I've messed with a bunch of bit rates and gone over different encoders and things like that. So what this video is basically about is the fact that, one, I do have a good microphone. It's a Blue Yeti microphone, so it's definitely not a cheap one. But this is more of a test, so that I can upload this to YouTube and see how YouTube is gonna react with the bit rates and settings that I've chosen on Streamlabs. So I apologize, this isn't really much of an informative video or a continuation of the Venus save. This is just kind of me running around just so that I can look at how things are gonna look, and you know, see if things are readable. My biggest concern is things like the greenhouse text and just how badly it's gonna pixelate, and then when it gets uploaded to YouTube, how bad is the YouTube compression gonna change things as well. So that's kind of what this video is about. If this kind of interests you, or you know, just want to see me just kind of showing off my previous builds, stick around. I'm also going to hop over into Satisfactory just so I can get a little bit different perspective of different game types, just to kind of see if my settings are going to work on, you know, different things that I might do in the future. Anyway, I really appreciate all of you for tuning in and watching and leaving helpful advice. Please let me know how the video looks and sounds on this one in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, all that usual good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for joining me today. I really do like this airlock. Turn on the pad. That's the pad lights. Station needs some stronger lights. Definitely is not super great for visuals. Casting light doesn't throw light very well, but I like that look with the lava. Right now my base is too hot, so all of my airlocks are closed. My cooling solution has failed me, and just didn't have the heart to fix it. This episode, or not episode, this game map is also down to like 17 FPS, just from all of the things in the world. So it just it was time to move on. I still like to come back here and occasionally just kind of look around at all the different things that I built. It's pretty cool. Can't go into the catacombs with the bright light on, you gotta have the subtle lighting. If these lights casted a little bit more light, like this corner, it's just too dark. Or I need to add another light. Same thing with this one. The normal light just kills the vibe. I guess now that it's daytime and the global illumination has happened, it's a little bit better. But at nighttime, it's too dark. Anyway, that's the catacombs. So last thing I want to do here is just kind of look at the IC editor and see how things are going to look there. Is this going to be readable? If I'm typing something in there, is that legible? I mean, that's not legible because it's not actually a word. There we go. We'll see how YouTube compresses that and see if that's any better. All right, just made a couple of friends here. I really like these guys. They make some cool noise when you smack them around. The bobbleheads are purely a help the dev with money type of DLC. Now a lot of people have differing opinions on that. Personally, it's a low cost, very low cost method for them to gain more funding. So I highly recommend that you go and buy these up. It's very clear in the description though that you don't really get anything with them. I mean, you're literally paying for the bobblehead. This is what you get. I do like all the little details on it, but yes, other things like wall decorations and, you know, various other types of DLC would be better. I mean, they're going to cost more because it's going to be more development time, like going through the Q&A and all that stuff. So hopefully those DLCs will come later. But this was just a way for people who were asking, how can we help give you more money? This is the solution that they came up with. So these guys will help you stave off your space sickness and companionship, or lack thereof. So I encourage you to buy them. They're pretty great. Stationeers is awesome. The dev team is awesome. They continue to develop this game. So there's no reason not to support them if you can afford it, obviously. Anyways, I want to call out a great comment that one of you guys had left. Is by Fellpower. He says, BigfootMSR, if you have an RTX GPU, you can use NVIDIA RTX Voice. It is a very good tool to remove background noise in real time, and please buy a proper microphone. So I do have a proper microphone. That is the Blue Yeti microphone. While it's not the most expensive microphone out there, it does the job pretty well compared to some of the more basic desk mics. So I can assure you that it is a good mic. The problem has just been the software that we were using beforehand, and hopefully when I upload this to YouTube, the video compression won't be so bad, and we'll be all good to go there. So appreciate the comment. The RTX thing has been live through this video, so you should not have been able to hear the keys with the noise removal on, and then when I go noise removal off, you guys should be able to hear the keys now. Per usual, what we were having to deal with beforehand. This program called NVIDIA Broadcast is absolutely what I've been looking for as far as trying to fix the audio issues. So if the video recording is not great, I may switch back to just the Windows default thing, have good video and somewhat bad audio. but with the noise removal feature of the NVIDIA broadcast, that should definitely help improve that. Anyways, so let's head over to Satisfactory and get a different perspective on a different game. I'll walk you through my turbo fuel power plant. It's not complete yet, but you guys can see the inner workings of that. It's massive, should produce a whole bunch of power when it finally comes online. But if you don't want to join me, thank you for subscribing, liking, sharing, leaving comments. I hope you'll leave comments about what can be improved on this video. How did things go? How did they look? Are things readable? Are there any issues, stuttering, that kind of thing? Now keep in mind this base is running at about 20 FPS, so it's not super great. Hopefully the Satisfactory video will be a little bit better for the frame rate. Anyways, I'll see you all in a bit. Alright, so we're here in the Satisfactory game. And we're at the turbo power plant. As you can see, this thing is massive. But we'll start from the beginning. First we gotta say hi to the doggos. Ooh, we got some goodies. You didn't go fetch anything. You didn't either. Yeah. Alright. We won't look down there yet. We gotta start over here. So this is the power room. Everything is going to be controlled by all these switches for different sections of the base. So here we have the crude refineries, which is stage 1. The Face Ripper 9000 is the transport tube. That's from Josh's Let's Game It Out's video when he originally created that. And it was fantastic, and I just had to name it that. Priority power switch controls the rest of the base. Right now it's only on level 2 because I don't have it running and actually creating power. By my calculations, it should make over 100,000 watts once it's fully operational, but I need to get some more compacted coal into the base, or into this thing to make it work. Then it goes into water bottle packaging, residual refineries, which take in the water bottles, makes fuel. Then the soul train is actually coal train, and then the compacted coal production, and then the turbo refineries, and then that should be the final switch, possibly for the generators. But I think I might just run their output direct to the priority switch. Not sure yet. I need to redo all these wires because they're just everywhere. This thing is a massive work in progress. Anyway, so it takes in these crude oil extractors, and they're dotted around the landscape. There's one over there behind that pillar, and there's another one way off over there where those pipes are going. And then it all comes in here to these refineries. Like, it's piped in. So all of these refineries are taking that and making it into residual oil and polymer resin. Polymer resin currently is coming over here just to make the plastic. Plastic is going into the dimensional storage and also is being turned into water bottles. I have like 3 or 4 containers full of just empty bottles right now, and I'll belt those over to the system once it's fully operational, and I can kind of balance that out a little bit. Anyway, so that is all of the crude refineries into residual. That then gets piped upstairs, up above here. This level is for the belt balancer. Well, this one and the one above it. For all the empty water bottles and the water bottles going in and out, as you can see here. So this is actually the belt balancer, and I'm pretty sure I hooked it up wrong. So this is just to keep things from backing up. As you can see, got some water bottles down here all prepped, ready to go once it's all fired up and ready. So the residual oil from down below is piped up here into this mess. The these guys are all producing fuel using the diluted fuel recipe. So that makes packaged fuel there from the residual using water as well. And then this empties that fuel directly into pipes, and then empty bottles just go back down and return. And then down here we just have an organic mess of water. Could straighten it out, make it all look, you know, straight and nice, but the organic look kind of, I don't know, it has a certain appeal to it. So that's why I just kind of left it that way. Now let's go down to the other end. We'll take a look at the water bottle packaging. All the water comes into 2 levels. Goes into that bottom one, and it comes up here to this section too. This section is pretty much basically the same thing. Goes into this giant manifold, combines all the water from like multiple water doodads out there, comes out here, and splits it into each one of these. I think needs 2. So each one of these pipes can feed 2, which corresponds to 1 of those guys. Water bottle packaging. Squeeze on through here. Got the conveyor lifts going up and down to that other level. Mostly I'm just running around just trying to see if the artifacting is going to be bad or good. And then once YouTube compresses it, we're going to see how this looks. Yeah, this is just an absolute trash mess of pipes everywhere. Belts going up everywhere. Alright, time to go up top. Few ways to get up there. I'm just gonna take the director. Alright. So these guys, once again, they're taking in the residual, making fuel. The fuel is then coming over here after getting stored in some big tanks. These big tanks are going to store all the fuel, just that kind of act as a big buffer for these guys. This is where all the turbo fuel is being made. It's got to take in that compacted coal and the fuel, turn it into some turbo fuel. This is pretty much as far as I've gotten. I still need to hook up all of the... This guy's on the under red for some reason. You not have... Oh, you have power. Oh, no recipe. Just copy that. Copy paste. 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 I'm sure there's an easy way to paste, but anyway. Alright, so those are nice and yellow now. These are going to be the storage tanks for turbo fuel. I was just out of space. I maximized all of the refineries that I needed, so I just had a bunch of empty space. We could just make this into fuel. Might even be able to pump up some residual or something. This will be turbo fuel. And then that is going to go into another layer up top, which I'm going to have, I think I need like 460 power generators, fuel generators, to have the plant run at full efficiency. We have a train line going off in that direction to bring in supplies for compacted coal. Right now I've just got a small compacted coal plant going on over here. The sulfur and coal are coming in on the train, being dropped off here, piped over here, belted, excuse me. I haven't hooked up this side yet, so just bringing in that stuff. And then I have the compacted coal coming out over here. And that's going into the turbo fuel refineries. Same thing as that upper level to make the turbo fuel, which currently I don't have a lot of. But we'll get there. Anyways. Train is here. Let's see if we can catch it. Don't leave me, train. That is Satisfactory in a nutshell. Currently I'm not producing much power. My coal power plant is producing about, I think, 2,000 watts of that. And then I have a whole bunch of the hydrogen vents, the geysers, geothermal geysers throughout the world. 6 or 8 of them at this point that I've been finding. Anyway, thanks for joining me in this episode, or this in-depth look at the power plant. Maybe I'll do another one once it's fully upgraded and fully done with the power generation, and see what the actual numbers are and put on all the decoration and whatnot. Gotta make this multi-tower pancake look like something that's nice. Alrighty. Hey doggos, good doggos. Have you all been good doggos? Yes, we have. We are good doggos. Don't make me get the flea bath. Good boy. Okay, good boy. No scratching. Video can't end without a ride on the face ripper. I mean, come on. Alright guys, thanks for joining me.